so much, Amanda, for those amazing poems. All right, so next up we have Ebony. Ebony Stewart is an international touring artist, poet, writer, occasional slammer. Been on some teams, coached a lot of teams, won a bunch of awards, been featured in a bunch of articles, journals, and magazines, ate a lot of cupcakes. She, her, woman, so black she be magic. Ebony Stewart, aka the Gully Princess, story of the black girl winning. Welcome, Ebony.
Thanks. Yeah, I would never know what to say about bios, right? Like I never know. I should just give like a resume, but I also know that you know, a lot of it matters and a lot of it doesn't. It matters about how it make you feel right now in this moment. And so what I want to do is I want to share some of the work that I'm going to be doing in Ocean. Ocean is a one-woman show that I'm putting out here in Austin, Texas. It's going to be at the Vortex. So yeah, it's going to be at the Vortex. That's my people. But the thing is that right now there's like a little discrepancy between the director and the producers. And so it was supposed to go up in May, and it might not go up until August. And so I'm okay with that because, you know, it's called Ocean, and the way the waves work and the way the tide is, I'm willing to ride whatever wave is supposed to happen, the way it's supposed to happen, so that we can give it the proper light and life that it deserves. But I just wanted to share some work with you all from that. And, cool, okay, yeah. So my mother always tells me that I don't have enough poems about her. And I told her that every poem I have is for my mother. And she's like, well, can I get one where I know it's for me? So, it's quite demanding. That's all right, that's all right. So, let's see. This one is called Happy Mother's Day. My mother is the kind of woman who, when she's angry, her voice goes from an impatient car horn to a tornado siren. My mother is the kind of woman who, when she hits you, she trying to knock your head from your shoulders, your teeth loose, eyeballs crooked. The kind of woman who, if she didn't like your answer to why you did something, would send you back to your room. The one she took the door off of its hinges so you can't slam it because you don't own nothing in this house. So you could think of a better answer. Who say, look at me when I'm talking to you, and you better fix your face, and stop crying before I give you something to cry about, as if she did it when she always did. One time, she blew the wind so hard she picked up the whole house so we could know just how much to her there was. Take a knife, a fork, a shoe, a comb, pop you real quick, jig you real quick, remind you real quick of who your mama was when she wasn't to be played with, but everybody think your mama is so sweet. Swear my mama was a wrestler in her former life, the way she make us tap out, or some baseball legend, the way she aimed with precision. My mother is the kind of woman whose only justification is because I said so. Y'all ain't got moms like that? Okay. It's just my mom. Love us so much, her whole body is a window bar and security gate. Protect us like ain't nobody getting in. The kind of woman who did it on her own, sacrificed everything we didn't need for nothing, never knew we didn't have nothing because we had everything. The kind of woman that when she come home from work, she don't want to hear nothing about our problems, especially if they start with the silliest I want and I need, to which she reply, you want to leave me alone, and you need to go read a book, or bring me your homework so I can see what you've been doing all day. The kind of woman who worried herself with the details but never once told us about the details. Let them kids be kids. The kind of kids that if she cooked it, you was gonna eat it, or you gonna sit in the same spot all night until she tired of you looking at it. The kind of woman who wants her kitchen cleaned and clothes folded before the morning because somehow it helped her sleep better. The same woman who will wake you up to wake us up, to swing her hands and say, y'all better get in there and clean my goddamn kitchen. I like your nerves. You ain't that sleep. Even if we weren't, even if she was. Dirty kitchens wake my mama out her sleep. The kind of woman who you bet not ask to go nowhere Saturday night till her whole house is clean Saturday morning. Magic Magic 102 on the radio, Luther Vandross on the radio, Johnny Taylor on the radio, Zydeco on the radio. My mama some Southern gospel, she is as she wanna be, mixed Jamaican slang without knowing. Ain't a place Western culture ain't invaded, no war without blood, no roti that ain't gumbo, no dish without fish, without rice, no body without song singing. You got the wrong bum bum, you got the wrong bum bum. No wonder she make breaking sound like laughter, make a whisper sound like a Sunday morning prayer, fold her fingers to fix, forgive, and heal anything. This is how my mother taught us survival. This is why my mother is also a survivor. My mother keep the moon in her eyes, so everything is an ocean and I am her sky. I learned the waves of her waves, her ripples and mimic her sea. And so I pray to God, if I ever have children, my mother is the kind of mother I want to be. Yeah. So people have different reactions to that particular poem. They're like, oh man, your mom sounds really abusive. And I tell them that you don't know what it's like to be a black woman, a single black woman raising her kids. And my mother like just don't take no shit. So in order for us to, she's also really short. And so in order for us to invoke any kind of fear in us, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, move that weight, I'm trying to say. So Ocean has a lot to do with me giving birth to myself and acknowledging all the different ways that I have been taught to be a woman, and all the different ways that they tell us that we have to be women. And so my response, and in the ways of me giving birth to myself. Hello, emotional labor. Hello, girl with ramshackle mouth and devastated heart. Hello, voice found in the back of your mother's throat if she ever stops swallowing. Hello, reaching, pulling back dust. Hello, worlds falling apart. Hello, lonely. Hello, fuck up. Hello, heart that doesn't trust soft. Hello, wanna be loved. Hello, drought, winter, spring, and growing summer's blood. Hello, wanna be woman. Hello, ocean's tank, and sharks, and teeth, and shred, and chewed limbs, and Jamaican rain shadow, and second line. Hello, dry fruit still bloom. Hello, brass tongue and steel band. Hello, native to this body. Welcome on. So in exploring the history of the women in my family, my grandmother is part Jamaican, part Native. And when they came here, when her and her family migrated here, they were told that they only could circle one or be one thing. They could only be black, because that was oddly what was accepted but not, right? And so my grandmother would oftentimes speak in patois to us, but then would correct us if we spoke back to her in patois, and would say, use your English, use your words. And it was just really interesting because also she spoke French. And so all of these different languages are mixed in my blood, in my tongue, and in the language, and in being told that you're not enough. You're not enough, they won't acknowledge you unless you speak this way. So I tried to create a poem wrapped around a multiple choice question, also / fill in the blank type poem. And then this will be the one that we can like get ready. Okay, I am what you say I am, or what I answer to. Some of us carry our prison with us wherever we go. B, cell memory, same family, different colors. C, water mixed with blood. Call us mud babies, a thicker version of war, race, and freedom. D, mashed berries, sugar cane, and stewed fruit, a boiling mixture, some parts sweeter than others, and a quiet taste. E, all of the above. We, ranked in order of importance, the white man by default, writer of the bestseller, teller of the #1 lie, got us believing woman came from his rib because his rib white, then come the white woman, i.e. the most protected, the most beautiful, better than, greater than, the most important. In conclusion, light is always right, is always valued, is always loved, is always wanted. Me, dark-skinned black woman, 3 strikes, so she be wrong, and got the answer to none of these right questions. It's not a problem as long as I don't look up, don't move forward, don't want for nothing more than what I've been taught or been given. Gotta keep believing I can only be a Holy Ghost or spirit, but never a God. So I fantasized a river, dreamed it had a beautiful flow, gave to it all of me, and to all of me it gave. But when I awoke, now, when I go to dip my toe in the creek, to bathe, play, or drink, all my children be damned from taking on too much of somebody else's shit. Be blocked fools, keep expecting to be healthy while drinking from a cesspool. You know, some say we too dense to float. But my great-grand made a boat out of her mouth, splintered and stretched into groove, into gully, into gulf. So where did I come from? A Big Mama, a stowaway on a ship to Karinkrum, a dryland tourist, or say nouveau pour moi, or should I call where I am home B a reservoir, a fancy word for suppressing floods, the overflow of emotions, coming as one, leaving as many. C, the block in my own flow, an interruption in greatness. Or sometimes when you think you drown and all you gotta do is stand up. D, bits and pieces of a story told from a larger body chanting, we are not what has tried to kill us, we are always what learns to survive, what refused to die. E, all of the above.